All right, let's do this. For the next few minutes, think of me as your personal VC. We have one goal, and one goal only, to find you a profitable niche. But here's the thing. We're not just going to guess or follow some vague passion. Nope. We're going to use a data-backed, scientific method to take the risk out of your next big move. You ready? Let's dive in.
Okay, first things first. We have to dismantle the single worst piece of business advice ever given. Just follow your passion. Look, passion is the artist throwing paint at a canvas and hoping it sells. A scientific process? That's the analyst using data to guarantee a result. Passion is a fantastic ingredient, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't guarantee a paycheck. A repeatable process does.
So here's our game plan for today. We'll quickly bust that passion myth. Then we're diving into a clear three-phase process. We'll audit your knowledge, analyze the market's biggest pain points, and then test your idea for a good fit. And the best part? We'll wrap it all up with a 30-day experiment you can literally start today.
So, to be clear, passion isn't useless. Not at all. It's just one piece of the puzzle. The most successful sustainable businesses are always found at this very specific intersection of three things: what you actually enjoy doing, what you're uniquely skilled at, and, this is the critical part, what a market will pay a premium for. Our job today is to use data to find that exact spot for you.
And that leads us right into phase one. Let's call it the specific knowledge audit. This idea is based on Naval Ravikant's work, and it's brilliant. This has nothing to do with your college degree. It's all about uncovering the unique advantage you've already built through your experiences, your hobbies, and your genuine curiosity.
The core idea here is so powerful. Naval basically says you don't choose a niche, you uncover it. You're on the hunt for that thing that feels like play to you, but to everyone else, it looks like really hard work. That is where your authentic, impossible-to-copy value is hiding.
And we can get really practical with this. This skills passion matrix comes from Shopify's data. Just take a look and think about where your ideas fall. Got a high skill level but low passion? Well, that's the drain zone. Sure, it might make you money, but you're going to burn out fast. On the flip side, high passion but low skill, that's the growth zone. You've got potential, but you're not an expert yet. What we're hunting for is right here, the sweet spot. High skill, high passion, that's the foundation for a sustainable business. So, you've found your sweet spot. Awesome. But now comes the million-dollar question. Will people actually pay for it? This takes us straight into phase two, the pain gap analysis. The idea here is simple, and folks like Alex Hormozi really drive it home. Your profit is directly tied to how big and how painful the problem you're solving really is.
The real key to winning, especially as we look towards 2026 and beyond, isn't just finding a niche, it's about finding a micro-niche. We're talking about a hyper-focused, super specialized segment of a larger market. A very specific group of people with a very specific high-pain problem.
And this right here illustrates the shift perfectly. You know, back in 2020, you might have targeted something broad, like health and fitness. Today, that's a red ocean just filled with competition. The winning micro-niche for 2026 looks more like this: the longevity economy for 50-plus tech workers. See the difference? It's specific, it identifies a crystal-clear audience, and it points to a very unique set of problems.
And this isn't just theory. Market clarity reports are highlighting these high-paying micro-niches that are emerging right now. I'm talking about things like AI agent orchestration, specialized voice AI for dental offices, or analytics tools just for TikTok shop sellers. These are highly specific problems that businesses are actively looking for and paying for solutions to.
And let's just look at the numbers for a second. Take just one of those, AI agent orchestration. In 2024, it's already a $5.8 billion market. But by 2034, it's projected to be nearly $49 billion. That is the kind of explosive growth that happens when you solve a new complex problem in a focused niche.
And hey, this isn't just a tech thing. Not at all. Look at wellness. The market for wellness tourism, which is being driven by micro-niches like mental fitness and digital detox retreats, is projected to hit an astounding $1.1 trillion by 2026. Specific problems lead to massive value.
Okay, so you have a potential micro-niche. You're probably getting excited, ready to build something, right? Well, hold on. Before you build a single thing, we enter our final and most crucial phase, the content fit experiment. The entire goal here is to test your idea without spending a single dollar.
This is it. This is the question that separates successful founders from those who build in a vacuum. How do you prove, really prove, that people actually want your solution before you commit your time, your energy, and your money to building it? The answer is with minimum viable content, or MVC. So instead of a minimum viable product, you create one small, valuable piece of content. It could be a blog post, a detailed social media thread, a simple guide, anything that proposes your solution and tests if the audience actually engages. It is a zero-cost way to gather priceless market data.
So, where do you run this test? You go where your micro-niche already lives. You can use Google Trends to verify search interest, sure, but the real gold is becoming a fly on the wall in niche subreddits, private Facebook groups, and online forums. Just listen for their complaints. Because here's the truth. If people aren't actively complaining about the problem, they're not going to be likely to pay for a solution. Now let's translate this whole framework into a concrete 30-day action plan. This is your no-cost, no-risk experiment to validate your niche once and for all.
Here's the plan, step by step. 1. Hypothesize. Pick one micro-niche from your list. 2. Listen. For 7 days, just observe in their online communities. Write down the exact words they use to describe their frustrations. 3. Create. Build one piece of MVC that directly solves one of those specific pains. And finally, 4. Test. Share it and measure what happens. You're not looking for sales, you're looking for engagement, for questions, for signs of genuine interest.
And that's the most critical mindset shift you have to make. At this stage, you are not a salesman, you are a scientist. Your only goal is to gather data. Is your hypothesis correct? Does the market react the way you predicted? Believe me, this data is far more valuable than any premature sale.
So the consensus is clear. The era of broad, passion-driven business is giving way to a new model: specialized, data-validated micro-niches that solve intense pain. The data is practically screaming where the market is headed. The only question left is, will you be there to meet it?